This podcast is brought to you by Infinite Resources, a local staffing agency connecting diverse job candidates in central Iowa companies.
Amplified.
Welcome back to Black and Privileged in America podcast, power, love, and money conversations relevant to Black thriving. I'm your host, Abena Sankofa. It's Mogul Day at Black and Privileged in America podcast. I'm sharing space with three incredible artists today. First, Emcee N.I.C.E. Alessandro Novelist Hamilton is an LA-born, Puerto Rican-rooted artist whose rise from mainstream hip-hop into Christian rap earned him a #1 debut on Billboard's top gospel albums. He holds a PhD in music, runs God's House of Hip-Hop Radio, and champions community uplift as a producer, professor, and faith-driven entrepreneur. What? And we also have Miz Tiffany. Dr. Tiffany, Miz Tiffany Coleman McGee, made history as Mississippi's first female solo rap artist nominated for a Stellar Award. Her albums I Ain't Preaching to the Choir 2019 and He's Been Good 2023 solidified her as a trailblazer in women's Christian hip hop, carving paths in social and gospel music, TV, and motivational speaking. And finally, Bo James, my friend, hailing from the urban core of Des Moines, Iowa. Bo James is a self-made music producer, entrepreneur, and the founder of Hip Hope, Inc., as well as the Cornbred Renaissance. Drawing on a background as a scholar, athlete, and artist, he launched Launchpad DMI Entertainment and for nearly 2 decades has nurtured Iowa's youth through music mentorship and community programmings, empowering thousands of under-resourced students locally and across the Midwest. Hey, welcome.
Hey,
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Listen, I'm tripping because I'm a recovering church girl.
I like that.
You know, I'm being facetious a little bit, but gospel music has a place in my heart, always. And so I'm going to dive right in. I have questions for each of you, but we can let it flow for a little bit. Emcee N.I.C.E., you was with Fred Hammond, though. That's all I could, I have my question, but you were with Fred Hammond.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that quick?
Yeah, so when I first came into Christian rap and gospel, I was in the secular side, and so I had great success there. And coming in, I had redid a Richard Smallwood record, which was called Angels Watching Over Me.
Shut the front door.
So my first single was I Got Angels, co-signed by Richard Smallwood, which went #1 on the Billboard charts. So Fred seen that, and and Von Zell, shout out to Von Zell Washington, he made the connection. He's my manager, right? And so what he ended up doing was like, hey, we asked Fred if I could flip Glory to Glory to Glory. Keep in mind I had already had success with Angels Watching Over Me. And so Fred was okay with that, but I had to come to Dallas to record it, right? So I went out to Fred's house in Dallas, and we sat like this, and we had a conversation for about a whole hour talking about that record. Mm-hmm. I didn't think we were going to record the record because I'm like, oh, he brought me all the way out here to tell me no, like I ain't gonna be able to do that. But no, he was telling me how special that record was because it was the first record that the choir did. It was RFP,
Radical
that
for Christ,
did,
yeah.
but they were going to break
RFC.
up. Yeah, they was going to break up on that day.
Oh,
well,
my goodness.
Well, not Kurt. Fred was going to, the choir was going to end on that day because he felt like he couldn't really, give it what it needed, and that everybody wasn't, at least he felt that way, right? And so ultimately, he went in. He said God took him to everybody was fired up, ready to do it, and he was like, as he was getting ready to tell them it's over, he says, we're going to be the best choir ever, we're going to do the best things and whatever, and they recorded Glory to Glory to Glory.
I hear it in my mind right now. So, I love that song.
And so for me, it was like, oh, so this is how special that was, right? But I took the record #1.
Wow. So how did the industry respond to your shift from secular music to gospel?
Well, it's one of those things where gospel, and I'll just be frank, is one of the toughest industries to get into and deal with because even on the secular side where I produced Tupac, I produced Nas, and I did soundtracks, it was all business. They handled the business the way the business was concerned. in gospel, since it's so small that you got gatekeepers that like to say they're not gatekeepers, but they really are, that if you ain't came through them or co-signed by them, you're not considered legitimate. So when I came into the gospel industry, because I was able to do what I was able to do and not have the cosign, oh, he must have been cheating, right? But they failed to realize that my background was in music. I've been in the music business 30 years. You see, when I came in the
You don't even look 30 years old.
I appreciate
what
that.
What kind of water are you drinking?
God.
That God water. That God water.
That God, right, so look.
That living water.
So at the end of the day, I took all my experiences in music because I was an executive too. So I understood how to move records. I understood things, and I researched the gospel so I can be efficient. And in that research, I knew what I needed to do, and I did that. And it rubbed some people the wrong way because I was able to do it and not have a bunch of people. And so I got audited. They hit me with an audit and was like, hey, we don't believe him. And then I passed audit.
Wow.
Once I passed audit, I came back with another #1 record, and that was the Fred Hammond record.
Go ahead on. Wow. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Miz Tiffany, I want to move to you. Yes. I'm always a fan of women doing amazing things, and certainly gospel music is particularly black gospel music. I mean, that's the only kind of gospel there is, black gospel music. We have a way as women of really being grounded in it, putting our feet on the ground and standing on business for what we believe. You made history, as I said earlier, as the first female solo rap artist nominated for a Stellar Award. Incredible. Yes. Your music does not hold back. I appreciate that because I don't either, right?
Thank you.
Can you talk about storytelling? Because rap as a genre is a storytelling genre, and how storytelling and your Southern roots kind of played a role in your sound and your message.
Absolutely. So, writing lyrics, you are influenced by your environment and the things that are around you. And being from the South is such a rich experience, the culture, the food, the history. And so there's so much to pull from. And I just wanted to incorporate my life story, my influences and my experiences in my music. And so that's the place that I write from. And honestly, like if an artist says they want to collaborate or what have you, they don't necessarily give like a deadline for a date or something, but I really truly wait on God to give me those lyrics. That word that he's hidden in my heart in regard to whatever the subject area, is for that particular song. So I just believe that, in telling the truth and being original and being authentic and just speaking from the heart.
I love that. Tell the truth, be authentic, be original. That's like life lessons. Thank you, Miz Tiffany.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Bo James. Oh my gosh. You're one of the people that I have to say your whole name when I talk about you. Like Bo James. It's just not Bo, it's Bo James.
Yes.
You've done so much. Full disclosure, a long time ago, I released a spoken word album. You helped me produce that. You did all the heavy lifting for me, and I am eternally grateful. Even though your grandmother kicked me out the church after I spoke those words. I will never forget that.
Oh my God.
Anyway, let's move on. She did, y'all. She did.
Yes.
R.I.P. Miss Long.
Yes.
So you've worked with thousands and thousands of students in hip hop, and Launchpad and the Cornbred Renaissance. Like you're this Energizer Bunny of our community when it comes to working with young people. You blend music and mentoring and purpose, which I think is really incredible. Can you talk about strategy? Like what is your strategy? Spill the tea. How are you doing this? What is your strategy for engaging young folks and keeping them engaged?
Relevance. Just stay relevant. Stay committed to, we listen with the intent to understand. And so, man, I really give them that respect, and I expect them to impress me every time they speak. And
high expectations.
So they really impress me every time. And then once that conversation is initiated, man, and we carry it on and just, finding that balance of, again, listening to the kids. We don't talk to the kids, we talk with the kids. And then just coming from a space of expression and entertainment and all that, I understand everything's coming from a special place, a divine place. And that's when we meet at the Spirit and let our spirits dance. I mean, magic happens. Hope happens.
Hope happens. I love that. That can be on a T-shirt. Hope happens.
Yes.
Hip hope happens. Look, pay me. No, I'm joking.
All these marketers in here. Yes, we got it.
So, I mean, you've got the Cornbred Renaissance. It's actually, at the time of our recording, it's this coming weekend. So there's a lot to look forward to. It's an annual event. Emcee N.I.C.E will be there. Miz Tiffany is going to be there. Tell us about that and what to expect. And then, like, going forward, what does it look like in our closing moments?
Well, the Cornbred Renaissance. Cornbred meaning Iowa bread, born in the corn. So, again, true to what we've always done, you and I have just really loved to flex Iowa.
For sure.
We sat down and talked about how we're not leaving here. We're just going to.
They don't even know we're here.
Exactly.
As far as Black folks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so just staying committed to that, and then also, from a nonprofit standpoint, it's like a retainment tool for the kids, so that we don't want to lose our talent here to go out to LA or Atlanta and all that stuff like it has historically. So we just came up with this. The kids, they really took to it, and they started making songs and poems and all of this about how great Iowa was, and started bringing me history, like trampolines were made in Iowa, things like that.
Were they really?
Wow. Yes.
Shut up. Trampolines? We're going to fact check that, but I'm with that.
Check it, please, because I had to fact check it twice. But yeah, but the kids, I mean, when they really dove into it, and we started talking about just how rich our culture actually is, but we just haven't done a good job of promoting it. Mm-hmm. That's where the cornbread comes from.
Gotcha.
So,
I love that. I hope that everybody participates and enjoys the Cornbred Renaissance. Emcee N.I.C.E, Miz Tiffany, Bo James, thank you for being here. We're going to have to do this again. It may be virtual or whatnot, but I would love to have y'all back so that we can have an extended conversation. I do have two book recommendations before we go for our listeners. The first one is The Black Church. This is Our History, This is Our Song by Henry Louis Gates Jr. It's a great book, kind of a compendium of Black gospel music across generations. It's a really great book. And then, I mean, if we're going to do hip hop, we got to just go... Kendrick, y'all, The Power and Poetry of Kendrick Lamar. Promise that you will sing about me by Miles Marshall Lewis. This is Black and Privileged in America podcast. Stay engaged, stay curious, keep striving. Thanks for listening. Until next time.